It is probably best not to linger too long on victory, especially when there's another battle to be fought immediately, but dang if going 50 doesn't feel pretty good after the miserable season with these best bets. 10-31 overall is pretty good too. Whatever, I've taken too many LS this season to brag about a single week, but the .500 light at the end of the tunnel is palpable. And a shout out to Pete Prisco for joining the club too. This week we're going to stick with the theme that helped us right the ship. We're going to take teams, or in this case things we trust. In a week where Vegas is offering up some massive spreads, daring the public to take the favorites, there is serious backfire potential because we are taking some teams with huge numbers. Also, two teams that are road chalk on Thanksgiving. What can go wrong? Everything, really. But we have nothing to lose and everything to gain at this point. And, to me, the defining characteristic of the 2017 season has been a crop of teams emerging that are trustworthy from week to week. Let's grab some of these teams. Vikings 3 at Lions, a dangerous proposition taking a road favorite on a short week in a divisional matchup on Thanksgiving. The Lions consistently keep games close and they have the better quarterback in this matchup. Matthew Stafford is playing at an incredibly high level right now. Over the past 4 games, HES completing 67% of his passes, averaging 333 passing yards and has 7 touchdowns and no interceptions over that span. HE's also averaging 9.87 yards per attempt. But hasn't seen any great defenses in that stretch either, maybe outside of Pittsburgh where the Lions lost with the failure to convert in the red zone. The Vikings are the 7th highest team in DVOA according to Football Outsiders, and will present a major challenge for Stafford. They want revenge for their earlier loss at home and for the loss to the Lions on Thanksgiving last year. Oh, and don't sleep on the Vikings having the 4th-ranked offense by DVOA. Case Keenum is playing for his job every week. He has stepped up his game and he has Adam Thielen playing like an elite wide receiver right now. Chargers 1 at Cowboys, more road chalk, pump it into my veins like it's leftover gravy. The Chargers are 46, but they are better than the record. If you take away the record and start to look at the past 5 games, you see a team finding its groove. The Chargers beat the Giants and Raiders in close games on the road, then subsequently sandblasted the Broncos at home 210. They would lose at New England, tough place to play, I hear, and then lose a heartbreaker against the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Seriously, a sneaky tough place to play these days. If the meltdown had been followed with another egg, I would go in on the Cowboys here, but the Chargers manhandled a Bills team starting a rookie quarterback. They can dominate bad teams. The Cowboys are not a bad team, of course, but the Cowboys are a team that, right now, is not operating at 100%. They should get Tyron Smith back, which is a massive help. But HES banged up. How much can he really do to stop Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram? Sean Lee's absence is the real key here, because without him the Chargers are going to be able to dink and dunk across the middle all day. I like Los Angeles to come away with a win on the road and keep the playoff chatter going. Falcons 9.5 versus Buccaneers. It's a short week for Atlanta and a huge line here at home against a divisional foe, all of which are red flags. The Bucs are coming off 2 straight wins and people are praising Ryan Fitzpatrick for being an improvement over Jameis Winston. I think they are anyway. It feels that way. They should NTB. He beat the Jets' revenge game and the Dolphins' speed bump. They barely beat the Dolphins too. Atlanta is coming back from a long flight on a short week, but the Falcons are starting to find their rhythm on offense and the defense is playing much better as well. Desmond Trufant can limit Mike Evans. They can bottle up the run and take a bunch of shots down the field against a susceptible secondary to run away with this game and put them in prime position for a second playoff run in a row. Eagles 13.5 versus Bears. This is a laughable spread. 2 touchdowns and it's a best bet. Don't care. Again, teams I trust. Maybe Philly is due for a letdown, but it is beating teams by an average of more than 22 points over its past 5 games. The Eagles have this formula to dominate teams in the second half and blow people out, because if they get a lead, and they should be able to get one over Chicago, they can pin their ears back with the best defensive line in football and ratchet up the tension on the quarterback, in this case Mitchell Trubisky on the road as a rookie. Jay and Legarrette Blount are hammers against any defense and they just wear people down. Eagles cruise by 20+ points here. Colts 3 vs. Titans. This is not a team I trust so much because I don't trust the Colts at all. But I also don't trust the Titans, who are just not great at this point. But I'm banking on Jacoby Brissett playing. Oh boy, he needs to play here and hooking up with T.Y. Hilton a couple of times deep. This reeks of a game where Hilton puts up some kind of monster 7-catch, 245-yard touchdown effort and people shrug their shoulders and wonder about the AFC South again. The Titans were just exposed by Pittsburgh, so they might be a little desperate, but I'm not sure they're good. In a similar spot last season, the Colts upended them in Indianapolis and they had the bye week to prepare for this. Gut feeling that they win outright. Last week best bets 50, best bets season 23,321, last week overall 1031, season overall 78,766.